Hey everyone, welcome back to the den. Today we're going to start getting the Kawasaki ready. We're getting close here in Montana to being able to go ride, and it's middle of March right now, and our first race of the series I do here in Montana, which is the CMMX series, starts at the end of April. So we have the new 250 all greased up and ready to go, which is probably going to be what I ride most of the season, but we're gonna get the 450 greased up as well, ready to go. I greased it when I bought it, but I rode it last season, and it definitely is time to be greased again. So now we got the 450 over here where we can work on it. The 450 is a 23, and it's all stock. I haven't done anything to it other than the suspension. I had JMR revalve the suspension, which was awesome. First thing we're gonna do is take off the chain. We got Rebel and Blitz as shop helpers today. Say hello, Rebel. Take off these frame guards. What are you doing, Rebel? Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So, we are also going to have to remove the rear brake pedal to get the swingarm bolt out. There's a little washer there that was behind the brake pedal. All of the linkage bolts and shock bolt there is all 17 mils. You gotta get your rear brake off the swing arm. It just pulls back. That sucked. So as you guys saw, I was too lazy to pull the screws out of the brake line keepers, and that one snapped. So now I need to order a brake line keeper. I'll take a zip tie through it, like so, and I'll just go up to my foot peg. And then that's how I'll leave it until I'm ready to put it back together. The swing arm bolt is a 22 mil. I already loosened it. Not bad. So this is the grease I use, Bel Ray waterproof grease. And all I do is pack as much grease in these bearings as I can. Try to turn the bearing, working grease inside them. Alright, so we got the swing arm bearings greased. Now we're going to jump into the linkage that I already greased once when I bought it, but like I said, I've put a season on it since then, so it's definitely due. So we'll see what these look like. So these are needle bearings that are not encased, so I only pull that race like halfway, put the grease in there, and then I'll go the other way with it to just so I don't have to worry about those falling out. Also, this little dust sill here, I always put a little grease in the edge of it. Yeah, still got grease in there, but it's definitely time for some fresh grease. I don't know if you guys can see that. These are needle bearings as well. This one looks a little drier. It actually, you still see the grease on that, but the bearing looks kind of dry. So we got it all greased up, and now we're just tightening everything down, torquing it down. The rear shock torque is 26 foot-pounds, and from what I can tell from the manual, I believe these are 44, and the swing arm is 74. So here we go. I'm just taking a little bit of grease and just putting a thin layer of grease on this swing arm bolt. No blitz. So the swing arm bolt is 74 foot-pounds, that is. All right, we got the shock bolt in, the lower shock bolt, and we put that last linkage bolt in. So we're going to tighten the last linkage bolt down to 44 foot-pounds, and we'll hit the shock at 26 foot-pounds. Well, we just about got her all done. I was gonna finish putting it together, but the wife just came out and said, let's get in the hot tub. Hey guys, it's been a couple days. I put the back end of the 450 back together, and then we'll tackle doing the steering. This thing will be ready to go. Rebel's out here for another shop session. All right, here we go. Take the front end apart and grease it. Got everything done. I'm gonna wait on the frame guards because I'm gonna take this out and wash it once I'm all done, and try to clean up the frame a little bit. There, just you can see it got kind of gross behind the frame guards, so I'm gonna get it cleaned up. But yeah, here we go. So before I take my handlebars off, I went ahead and threw a zip tie on the front brake because I'm not pulling the forks all the way off. I'm gonna leave the forks and the front wheel all together, and we're just gonna drop it out of the frame and grease it. But with the front brake zip tied, it just helps for that front end not to get away from you when you drop it down. So we got her tore down. I did grease the steering when I bought the bike, and there's still a fair amount of grease on there. So we'll clean these up and put some fresh grease in. So when you can hold the bearing like this, I just throw grease in the palm of my hand, and you can see there's a little lip right here on the bearing. I just try to force grease into that lip, which I can get in there. Alright, we're going to torque down the steering stem nut. The manual says 74 foot-pounds. So that is what we will do. Alright, last thing we got to do is tighten down the pinch bolts here on the top of the triple trees here. I'll snug them with the T-handle just to make it easy. All right, we're all done. The 450 is just about ready. The last thing I got to do is wash it and try to get the frame looking better so I can put the frame guards back on. And I need to change the oil, but I got to order an oil filter. Anyways, that was it. Not exactly a how-to, but hopefully it helps you guys out. If you guys are enjoying the content, would love to have you like and subscribe.